Pitbull, let's go. Shit, I gotta get my computer though. Double tap that screen when y'all come into the live. Y'all know what it is, man. We about to get down to it. Absolutely. Let me see what I got. Let me just go ahead and entertain y'all real quick with some Darren Monroe. I'll give y'all some Darren Monroe media, politics. Cause this dude he be killing it. Smash that like button when y'all get in here, man. Y'all know what time it is. Let me get current.
Get more crypto for your cash and get started with as little
Double
as
tap that screen, y'all. Double tap that screen. And you
Never
come into
rush
the live.
to
Y'all know
sue
what
the
this
other
is.
driver after a car
DG47.
accident.
And this
There
is
may be a
Open
much
Eyes
smarter
Media.
way to
Let's
get
go.
paid a much larger.
Stay on this video. I'll tell you.
Open Eyes Media, y'all. Let's go. I'm waiting on Pitbull and a couple of my other mods. So let's get down to it, man. Let's get it.
The DOJ is threatening election officials and states. And why I'm smiling? Because there's good news, liberals. If this is your first time here, I don't give news. I give context, meaning what does it mean for liberals? And I'm going to break this down to you in a very entertaining way. So the DOJ, okay? I mean, you're also standing for dumb over justice. The DOJ, it certainly doesn't stand for doing our jobs. The DOJ decided that they are trying to threaten election officials in blue states. So they've been trying every angle they could. Right now, they've tried to, through Trump, get rid of the mail-in voting, right? And the Supreme Court said, no, bitch, we ain't siding with you on that shit. Then they tried to find ways to make a voter database from Social Security, and judges said, no, bitch, we ain't going with that. And then they tried to get the DHS, and they still trying it, but people are suing left and right. They're going to win that one. They're trying to get the DHS to hold back counterterrorism money, grants. Like post 911 counterterrorism, the states can request grants so they can have programs that, prevent or react or whatever to counterterrorism in their cities and states. They're holding that back unless they give up their voter rolls to the Department of Homeland Security. Oh man, I don't even need to be a genius. You don't need glasses this thick to tell you they're not gonna win that one. Oh, but it gets more entertaining. Then they tried, they're trying right now to literally threaten election officials with these threatening letters they're sending out to them saying you will go to jail if you let other people, the wrong non-Americans, vote. In other words, non-citizens. And now they're doing it again, telling the states, if you let non-citizens vote, they're saying this over and over, we're going to go after you. Problem is, you're already going after us. And the blue states are like, okay, bring it. Do you know how badass the governors and attorney generals are? Oh, they're amazing. They have beat the shit out of Trump and his administration by 80%. According to Letitia James, one of the AGs in New York. The whole AGs, 24 states, 25 if you include Virgin Islands, the 25 attorney generals and governors are going after the Trump administration over everything. DEI, immigration, environment. They saved us from Medicare last year, tried to shut down Medicare, tried to freeze $1 trillion. They are the baddest. They're the real Democratic leadership because Schumer and Jeffrey sucks all ass, as we know. All ass, they suck. And basically, now they're sending threatening letters. We're gonna get you. Now, here's the problem. It's the same problem that I pointed out with Todd Blanche. Everybody on the left went out and said, Todd Blanche, he's gonna have the right to choose what prison people he convict go to. And I started laughing. Everybody went out and said that. He has a right to do that. The DOJ is letting him do that. The Board of Federal Prisons are letting him do that. I said, cool, let him do it. Fuck it, do it. You know, because you gotta actually win some cases. That's like saying the Washington Wizards basketball team, we're gonna choose our parade route, and it's right down the middle of the Lincoln Memorial. And it's like, okay, you gotta win an actual championship to get there. Man, I'm gonna tell you, this has been a very unique and momentous moment, because what we're witnessing is somebody that's so desperate. I keep telling y'all about Trump having these meetings in the Situation Room in the White House, and now they're out there threatening people. We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you. At least 20% of the time. We're gonna get you. Wait and see. That's like me saying right here through this phone I'm using, me saying, I'm gonna reach out of this phone and get you. Put in the comments, get you, or gotcha. Put gotcha in the comments. That's why I tell people, don't be freaking out. They're threatening us. Yeah, they're threatening. Think about it. They're threatening the election officials. If you don't do your job, you're going to be in trouble. So, yeah, you mean to tell me that's not the same law that's already there? Yes, because if you have people who are non-citizens, they can't vote. And, like they're like not letting people do that. And most times the non-citizens know that anyway. And in this environment where ICE shows up to the court when they're coming rightfully to court like they've been requested, and a judge had to strike down.
Got in a car accident? Don't call a lawyer. Use this free AI tool instead. That's how I walked away with $93,000.
And stop the ICE from coming in to arrest people coming to court rightfully following the law. You mean to tell me our brothers and sisters, immigrants, they gonna Lagusta up in jail? They gonna Lagusta at the voting booth? I mean, come on now. And this is what they're gonna try to do. I just want to tell you in advance, just be prepared, because our governors and attorney generals are prepared. What they're gonna try to do is show up and intimidate some people with ICE. Problem is, we always outnumber ICE when they show up, don't they? These motherfuckers ain't never heard of Custer. And if you show up in blue states, everybody from Gavin to DeWitt to Hochul, definitely here J.B. Pritzker, we already told you, Chicago is the largest Democratic machine. For real, it is fucking incredible. Even New York don't have anything on us. And I was born in New York, raised in Chicago. Man, the machine here don't play. You gonna walk up in deep ass blue Chicago or New York or California, and you gonna start fucking with people? Oh no. They have all the governors said, we're gonna send 10 times the number of people they got. We got squads, we ready. Now, when they started talking, the governors and attorney generals, they got swagger, y'all. Even Politico talked about it. They got swagger. They got the swagger we wish our congressional leadership had. They got swagger. And many of them are progressive. And I'm gonna tell you right now, when they found out that this was happening, they went to the press real quick, said, we're gonna send 10 times as many people. Now, before 2024 election, I thought that was some bullshit. I thought, yeah, okay, we gonna handle Trump. They did all of these press conferences saying we've been ready 2 years for Trump. The governors and attorney generals. And I was like, yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, well, whatever. Shit, these motherfuckers showed up. They ain't joking. If they try to fuck with them elections, it's on. So DOJ can threaten with the same fucking law that we had already. They can go ahead and talk crazy, but they ready. In 2020, you know what saved us? The election officials. They stood on business. They said, this is the count, Trump, fuck you. And now we got a judge standing on election. You know the ruling they just did in Fulton County, Georgia. They said, no, we're not going to give the DOJ and the DHS and anybody else election voter information. You're not going to get that. You're not going to get the employees who were election judges. You're not getting that. Sorry, fuck you. It's like, no. And sure enough, they got pissed about it. They got mad, but fuck them forever, right? Fuck them forever. So the point is, don't worry about the threats, especially when they're threatening the very law that already exists. And of course, the election judges are following it, no matter what state they're in, and they rock. So realize that, chill, be prepared for the process. What's the process? We about to win. Show your ass up to that poll. Don't assume it. And binge watch the rest of my content, damn it, man. I'm on fire. I've been telling people what's going on. Binge watch. Go to my homepage and binge watch everything. We winning.
We're looking for people 40 plus who want to actually master Claude in 28 days. No free time needed, just 10 minutes a day. Nexera gives you interactive, bite-sized Claude lessons on prompting, agents, and vibe coding. Stuff you can fit into your day. Learn something useful and apply it immediately at work or in daily tasks. No
Stay on this video, I'll tell you how it's over. ICE just ended their career. Here's the thing. Mexico is suing America. Now, that may mean nothing to you at this point, but they're tired of the diplomacy and they're going after them. What happens is going to get real interesting, because I've been talking about this for 18 months. I don't talk about news. You can find that anywhere. I talk about context, what it means. And here's what that means. You listen very carefully. What this means is that ICE, many of them are going to jail, as I said, over the last 18 months. And yes, people like Jonathan Ross and those other two that killed Renee Nicole Good and Alex Parade, they're going to jail. But understand this, what I mean when I say they're going to jail. Because here's what's going to happen. They, meaning Trump, meaning the Trump administration, meaning the DHS, they are going to throw ICE under the bus. They're not going to go to jail. They don't want to go to jail. I think Kristi Noem will eventually go to jail. I think Trump, if positioned right, and they do this right, they can get them in there. But ICE assuredly is going to jail. Remember the old history lesson about the Nazis? Those brown shirts, they went in first. The street police went down first. They got Himmler quick. The head of those street police, they got him quick. What I'm trying to tell you is that it's the underlings of these motherfuckers who go first. And these motherfuckers are going first. Now, is Mexico gonna get them? Maybe, maybe not. But what this does is add more fuel to a fire coming. When's the fire coming? When your ass show up and my ass show up in November. Here's what we mean about having a Democratic majority in the House and Senate. They have subcommittees that they've already put together for hearings, damn near tribunals, investigations to come and lay their ass out. And the intelligence community been feeding them, along with other sources, been feeding information. Plus, they got people in the Trump administration snitching. I think Susie Wiles, the White House chief of staff, I think she's snitching. Because she's getting away with too much. It's like, how do you know certain things out the White House? It ain't just some assistant or intern, damn it. What I want you to understand is this. What makes this so cool, what makes this so amazing, is that the audacity of these motherfuckers think that they can't go. They can't go. No, they ain't gonna get us. They ain't gonna get us. Motherfucker, please, it's your motherfucking ass. It's your ass. They gonna get them. Because the first thing that goes is the people under the people. Ask Giuliani. Ask Trump's other lawyer who went to jail. Which was that Michael Cohen? I can't keep up with him. You know, he put more lawyers in jail than the defense, than the Department of public defense. You know, it's like what I want you to understand in all of this, and this is the part to get, is to grasp the momentum, because the momentum is what's going to bring them there. And they're going to use what happened to these 17 Mexican immigrants who got killed in detention in Texas. Don't mess with Texas. No, motherfucker, don't mess with Mexico, which used to be Texas before they invaded it. They invaded it so much they go around having the audacity to say, don't come to my country. Mexicans should be saying, it was my country, bitch. They probably do. They say it in Spanish and just like, yeah, fucking gringos. What the fuck? Point is, these motherfuckers are in trouble. From the top in Minnesota, like Jonathan Roth, oh, he's going to jail, to the bottom, where they doing this crazy shit in Texas, to out west, where they doing that crazy shit in LA and all across California, to out east, where they doing the crazy shit in DC, doing the crazy shit in New York, and of course in the Midwest, right here in good old Chicago. They're already in trouble in Chicago. It was a federal judge that kicked them out. Kicked a lot of them out. Bovino went running before he took a picture in front of our bean.
Donald Trump is issuing a very desperate ultimatum to Iran right now. Trump passed the message along to Barack Ravid, his personal stenographer over at Axios, after the markets closed on Friday. Here's the desperate ultimatum. Donald Trump and Trump regime officials are saying the United States is demanding of Iran the following, both directly and through regional intermediaries. Iran must issue today, on Saturday, a public statement clarifying that the Strait of Hormuz is open and including a commitment not to fire at commercial vessels passing through the area, 3 senior American officials said in a briefing to reporters on Friday. A second U.S. official said there will be harsh consequences if Iran refuses, quote, if it is not their position tomorrow, meaning Saturday in Iran, it is not going to be a great day for them.
All right, let's see what happens. Let's see if the bully is going to be a bully this time, or is he going to get bullied? I'm watching.
Nope, it will not be a great day for them. Meanwhile, a U.S. official also telling Barack Ravid that Iranians reached out to the Trump administration after 2 days of skirmishes earlier this week and sought further talks to resolve the dispute. The Iranians told us, we screwed up, Donald. We screwed up. We made a mistake. Let's keep on talking, the official told Barack Ravid as part of this cosplay fan fiction. That did not happen. The Trump regime just continues to lie. If they think that this ultimatum is going to work, it is absolutely pathetic. That's the lesson that they've gleaned over the past 5 months. Yeah, let's just threaten Iran. Please give a statement saying that the Strait of Hormuz is open. And if you don't do it, Iran, we're going to bomb your civilization. Yeah, you've done that about 40 or 50 times. And they're like, they want to make a deal. They want to make a deal so badly. By the way, yesterday, didn't CENTCOM post the following? This was a CENTCOM post. Claim. Iranian state media claims that transit through the Strait of Hormuz is only permitted through routes designated by Iran. And then CENTCOM has a sign for false. Then they write truth on the CENTCOM account. Truth. Iran does not control the Strait of Hormuz. Since early May, U.S. forces have helped facilitate the successful transit of more than 800 commercial vessels and 380 million barrels of crude oil through the vital international trade corridor. You don't all remember? Of course, the Strait of Hormuz has been open for months now, according to CENTCOM. So why, if CENTCOM says that everybody knows the Strait of Hormuz is open and that Iranian media is lying when they say that only the Iranian routes are the permitted routes for ships to transit through, then why is the United States demanding that Iran, through its regional intermediaries, issue a public statement to clarify the Strait of Hormuz is open? The Trump regime says it's always been open right there. Let's talk about what's really going on as well. Tehran has not asked the U.S. to resume peace talks, a senior Iranian official tells Drop Site's Jeremy Scale, rejecting Trump's recent claims. In addition to that, though, this is sourced numerous other ways. Professor Morandi, who's with the negotiating team in Iran, says fake news, don't listen to Axios or don't listen to Donald Trump. They lie about everything, right? Donald Trump even posted this one. I mean, isn't it pretty obvious to you that these senior administration officials, like, is Donald Trump? Remember when Donald Trump was a failed business person in the 80s? He was his own PR person, and he would call up and he gave himself a different name, and he would say, I want to call on behalf of Donald Trump. I mean, this